welcome to the War in the Pacific, where it's the 22nd of April, 1942, in the Wirraway versus Encircled Ceylon campaign. This should be a quietish turn, meaning I don't have any major operations planned. See, no, the enemy gets a vote. "23" in shallow water gets the worst of that exchange. I don't normally like to put my submarines in shallow water for this reason. We're doing some base cleanup along the coast of Sumatra. Lots of shipping. Cargo. On his reports, he'll know a carrier is there because of the gates. The 17s being from the Kupala. Very tight. Speed through the end of this. Let's check. Nothing particularly unusual going on. Reinforcements coming to and from Calcutta. Let's see, he's attempting to redeploy as we advance on Kinko. Getting closer to the Kuei-Lin offensive being ready to begin in earnest. Let's see. Supplies and equipment ready to go into Kogala. This will probably be a little messy. Should be messy. Meanwhile, our troops are ready to move on Colombo. And troops voted for the Yadu invasion just about finished. So things will heat up here in the next couple turns. South Pacific. It's like transport. It's got lots of fighters. This campaign might have reached its limit of advance. We shall see here. We talked about this before. Strategic situation. Pago Pago is not a strategic objective. Doesn't give us any important advantage in terms of winning the war. So may not press it. Meanwhile, Ceylon is an important objective strategically in order to help maintain safe transit of reinforcements into Calcutta and into India writ large, and to potentially act as a springboard to threaten the other coast of India. And of course, China is a decisive theater. Let's check in on the Aleutians. I think it's pretty quiet. Take a quick look at we're doing update on R&D, A6M3 and A6M5. These are sort of timed to work in together, so we deliver the ability to upgrade to the A6M3 and then the A6M5, all sort of in late summer of 42. Sam research is heavy. Jill is minor. Grace is heavy. Judy is heavy. Night fighters putting effort into Jack is light. Talk about Oscars. We'll go into the whole game. We need to get to the 2B sooner rather than later. Kojo's is an interceptor until the Frank comes along. Helen's, though we don't have very many Sentai. The Peggy, a relatively big deal. But the Frank is the single biggest deal, along with the George. Engines, See lots of effort going into getting the Achi 60 into production so we can accelerate Judy research. Not so much effort going into the Kawasaki HA60, keeping the HA35s above 500 to accelerate. Currently, primarily the A6 M3A and the A6 M5 lines, but eventually that will impact our Oscars too, once those research factories are fully repaired. And of course, the bulk of the research going into the Frank's engine. Issue on shipbuilding. Naval shipyard is almost 1,700. Currently banking some points. You can see accelerated all the 45 era carriers into 44, and it's close to 43 as we can get them. Idaho is already in 43. The supers won't work on Yamato for another couple months. So the two supers come out of the shipyards at about the same time. Our lake cruisers, where we can afford it, accelerating the ones that are ways out. Excellent destroyers, slowly accelerating more, particularly the Akasukis. And that's about some of the submarines I've turned off. Okay, well, quiet turn on the 22nd, and we flipped over to the 23rd, and we'll talk again soon.